NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Leanne Caldwell, Politico White House reporter and Playbook co-author Eugene Daniels. Eugene is also an MSNBC contributor, and former FBI special agent and MSNBC national security analyst Clint Watts. It's great to have the three of you with us. So, Leanne, we've heard that new attack line from Kevin McCarthy referring to Kinzinger and Cheney as Pelosi Republicans. Today, he also confirmed what he called a contentious phone call with the House Speaker when she told him that she was going to nix two of his picks. So help us understand and unpack the dynamic for us here around this committee as we head into this first hearing tomorrow morning.
Yeah, this is definitely not a traditional committee, Jeff, or Republicans versus Democrats. You have two Republicans on this committee, of course, Representative Adam Kinzinger now and Representative Liz Cheney, who are like-minded on this issue of January 6th, on the former president's false claims that he, in fact, won the election or that it was stolen. And so you have this really interesting dynamic that is not commonly seen up here on Capitol Hill. Well, that group of 9 members, they just broke up from a preparation meeting ahead of tomorrow's first committee hearing regarding these Capitol Police officers and the rank and file D.C. Metropolitan Police officers. And our colleague Haley Talbot caught up with Representative Adam Kinzinger, and he also responded to Leader McCarthy's remarks. And he says that Leader McCarthy can say whatever he wants to. And he also said that they were childish, and he said that he's honored to serve on this committee. So this is going to be an interesting spectacle as far as the members are concerned. Meanwhile, we are going to see very emotional and raw testimony from these rank and file Capitol Police officers that are probably going to steal the show tomorrow, Jeff.
Yeah, and Eugene, as for the politics of all this, you could argue that Liz Cheney, Congresswoman Cheney, has a much higher profile now than she did before. She's essentially the ranking committee member of this select committee. So what does all this mean for her? And what does it mean for Democrats to really benefit from having her, and Kinzinger for that matter, participate in this inquiry?
No, absolutely. One of the things that we said in Playbook when Liz Cheney was taken from her leadership position of months ago is that what happened was McCarthy giving her more power than she's ever had before, giving her more attention than she's ever had before. Most people in the country have probably not really heard of her until then. And so now she's taking kind of center stage, like Leanne just talked about, in this committee, going to be the person that everyone is looking to, giving this kind of opening statement tomorrow. And so what that means for her is that she is going to be, for Democrats, kind of the Republican of the resistance, right? Even though Liz Cheney is one of the most conservative members of Congress still to this day, despite, the Pelosi Republican moniker that we're clearly going to hear about more and more. And for Democrats, what they've been focused on this whole time is trying to figure out how to make this bipartisan, trying to make sure that it is taken seriously. But the problem with politics nowadays and the politics of this entire country is that almost no matter what happens, whoever's in charge, the opposite party is not going to believe what they're finding, what the findings are of this committee. And that's likely what we're going to see. We're going to see for months and months. McCarthy and other Republicans attack this committee. Former President Donald Trump is obviously going to attack this committee. And so the outcome that everyone wanted after January 6th, almost everyone on January 7th was kind of ready to move on from Trump, get something together, figure out what happened. That outcome of really knowing what's happening seems far and far away.